What are the criteria for selecting college football playoff teams? Imagine trying to pick the best teams to compete for the national championship in college football. How do they decide which teams make the cut? That's what we're here to find out. The selection process is handled by a special committee that looks at many factors to choose the playoff teams. Starting in 2024, the playoff will have 12 teams, which makes the process even more interesting. First, 5 teams automatically qualify because they are conference champions. These champions come from any of the Football Bowl subdivision conferences, no matter how big or small. If a conference champion is ranked outside the top 12, they still get in but are placed at the bottom of the 12-team bracket. After these 5 automatic spots are filled, the committee picks the next 7 best teams based on their rankings. These are called at-large teams, and there is no limit on how many teams from one conference can be chosen this way. The committee ranks teams weekly during the season and finalizes the rankings after all regular games and conference championships are played. The top 4 teams in these final rankings get the top 4 seeds and a bye, meaning they skip the first round. Seeds 5 through 12 will play in the first round, with higher seeds hosting the games on campus or at designated sites. When the committee evaluates teams, they look at how tough their schedule was, how they performed against teams they played directly, and how they did against common opponents. They also consider other factors like injuries to key players or coaches that might have impacted a team's performance. The rankings decide who makes the playoff, but the seeding is adjusted to give conference champions better placement and byes. Sometimes a conference champion with a lower ranking gets a higher seed than a non-champion with a better ranking. This system means top-seeded teams need to win fewer games to become champions. Teams seeded 5 through 12 must win 4 games in a row to take home the title. This setup allows a mix of power conference teams and champions from smaller conferences, making the playoff more inclusive. So, in simple terms, the selection criteria balance rewarding conference champions with recognizing the best teams overall, using a mix of objective measures and committee judgment to pick and seed the 12 teams that will compete for the national championship.